make some noise for my band.
y'all?
Your band, it's our
We're about
band.
to do
for the culture.
it!
Hey! On drums, we got Mr. Jonathan Parks. On guitar, Mr. Luke Terrible. Our music director, Christopher Baptiste on keys, right here. Fellas, what's up, guys?
What's up, sis?
This is hype today.
Y'all looking good over there and all that black.
Black, everything.
Oh,
Black
that
and black.
all that
Oh
black.
my goodness, y'all know today is hump day, right?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
My goodness.
The Humpty Hump Dance. Wednesday.
Okay.
What is all of this?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The hump in your-
Listen, it's Wednesday, y'all, and the flowers are ready to be showered on you ladies because it is, of course, Women's History Month.
Yes.
And you deserve those flowers today. Listen, have y'all been doing anything special during Women's History Month? What ladies have you honored?
Every day at work, I take the time to honor so many wonderful women,
Yes, you do.
Yesterday,
Okay.
I honored Janet Jackson.
Yes, you did.
Who else did I honor this month?
Who else did you honor? Your mother?
My mother, my wife, my
Yes.
daughter.
Come on.
Little baby
Come on.
woman.
Little Kobe, yes. Gonna be. What about you, Luke?
My wife every day at home. It's been going on for like 21 days now.
21 days, I know. It's
Come
a
on.
special time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, John, are you honoring anyone? We know you have a fabulous mom as well.
My mom, well, let you come on now.
Oh, John, I paid him to say that. Listen, John ain't got no microphone, but y'all see what he's saying.
Y'all
He
see what
was
I'm saying.
like, we're honoring you and my mom. John, thank you.
Come on.
I'm going to give you your money later. So listen, hey, let's get this moving, y'all. Today we are honoring, dun, dun, dun. Can I get a drum roll?
Come on.
Yes. So the flowers are ready to be showered. I said that. Let's say it again for you ladies because it is, of course, Women's History Month, and y'all deserve them today and every day.
Yes.
Let's take a moment to celebrate all the incredible wives out there. That's why I asked y'all. Listen, who are the backbone of their families, holding down the fort, nurturing their children, and keeping the household running smoothly, while also bringing joy and happiness to
Yes.
their husbands.
Let's go, wives.
Come on, wives.
Come on.
To these remarkable women, we salute you for your strength, resilience, and unwavering love. Your dedication and sacrifices do not go unnoticed.
Yes, we know
they
that.
do not go unnoticed. And today we shower you with appreciation and gratitude for all that you do. So here's to the wives who juggle multiple responsibilities with grace and poise, who selflessly give of themselves day in and day out, and who make their families feel loved and cherished every single day. Today is your day to receive your flowers. We love you for
Come
the
on.
excellence
Make
that
it
you
one time
present.
for them.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Give it up for the wives.
One time.
Come on, y'all. Show it
Yes.
up. All right, so listen, they already done told me, the guys told me what they are doing. Is there anything else special that y'all gonna do for your wives, your fiancés, girlfriends, lovers?
Just cause
ahead,
I might
Luke.
be rubbing some more belly.
Oh, tell
know-
us about it. Tell us about it, Luke.
Come on, we got a surprise coming out in the next few weeks.
Yes!
Come on, I'll let you know.
Come
I'll keep you updated.
Y'all, Luke got a surprise with his wife coming out in a few weeks. Okay, and what
Yes.
about you, Chris? Anything exciting?
Anything exciting on this Wednesday? Wednesday is my late night, but tomorrow is my wife's last night of the week off work.
Ah.
So when I'm on, she's off. When she's off, I'm on. So we'll have tomorrow night together. We'll go have a nice dinner.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we haven't celebrated Women's Month before. So I'm like, what is this pressure for? So I might throw in a little extra surprise
I need
now.
you because
Yeah.
we live vicariously through you.
I don't think she even knows it's Women's Month.
She
but
doesn't?
I'm
That's
gonna-
even a better surprise.
Yeah.
And you're good at surprises. We
Thanks
love
so much.
seeing you celebrate
Thank you so
anniversaries and all
much.
that stuff. You're indeed. So listen. So with that, I need y'all to get all comfy, grab that bubbly beverage, and let's get this show started! Come on, y'all. Let's get it started.
Yeah.
So, y'all, Ariana Grande is officially divorced, and boy, did her ex-husband get richer.
Oh, no.
He got richer, y'all. So he received $1.25 million from Ariana Grande after their split, but also due to him receiving this upfront free, he will not be receiving any spousal money, But hey, city boys are definitely
City
up right
boys
now,
up.
it seems.
Yes, sir. During
Yo,
Women's Month.
What's going on? Don't say that. During Women's History Month, Ariana Grande has to pay her ex-husband $1.25 million.
Is that really up, sis?
Well,
Let's think about it. She's worth $240 million.
yes, but what did he do to get any of that?
She got married to him,
He had a lot to do.
so I'm sure he did a lot.
They were together for how many months?
It don't matter.
I didn't
18
even know
months
this
or
man.
16.
I'm not talking to y'all. How long was he
2
was together
months?
with her? Yes. He got $1.25 million for 2 months. Allegedly, 2 months. Allegedly 2 months.
Never
Y'all know who
mind.
else this happened to? Kelly Clarkson. Y'all remember that?
Yes, I remember
She
that
got
back in the
divorced from
days.
her husband. Child, she is paying him millions on millions on millions on millions on millions of dollars.
Emotional damage.
Now, listen, the women's history thing is like when you ask for equality and all of that stuff. Is this the kind of equality we talking about?
All
I
the
think
way.
so.
Where we are paying spousal support
I
to
think
the
so.
men
I
now?
think so. I think so. You always get what you want.
I'm
They
done.
say happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
How
Come
is
on.
that a happy wife?
She got rid of him.
Y'all just talking out the side of
trying
y'all
to figure
neck.
things out
They
here.
are talking out the side of their necks, y'all. So listen, our
See, boys
fave
up.
cute college basketball couple has split.
Oh.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I have an
Angel
idea.
Reese and Cameron Fletcher done broke up. Angel Reese said that she is focusing on her college career and basketball career. And honestly, after that game against South Carolina, I think that's the smartest thing to do. Great call, Angel.
Wow.
But look at this. It's over. They were so cute.
Who dumped who?
Maybe down the line. Oh, we don't know. Who
dumped
dumped?
who?
Don't say dumped.
We trying to keep score.
Maybe
See
they
the
just-
city boys up. We trying to see
We
what's
trying to
up.
get
Listen, we ain't
for the
trying to
whole
get
month.
a
Trying to
city
see what's
boys
up.
no more points. Why y'all over there giving each other five?
We
We're not
trying to-
doing
come
this
on, we just
today.
saying.
We trying to encroach on your month a
Listen,
little bit.
What we gonna do is move on.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, we come down.
City boy is gonna be down. All right, so Ray J did an interview and stated that he's okay sacrificing happiness in a marriage if it's for the kids. And I really just don't think people realize just how much your happiness actually affects your children.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
I mean, I get it, but I don't. Let's talk about this, y'all.
Teach.
If you are having a horrible relationship and there's this tension in the house, do you think that the kids are better off that you stay together and they grow up in all of that pain and tension and disconnection between you and the other parent? Or would you like to have 2 separate happy households that they can go visit? I mean, look at Kanye with our bestie, Northwestie. When she goes over to her dad's house,
Yeah.
she says she's having the best time of her life. She loves the difference between living with mom and living with dad.
love
Now,
that.
I believe in families staying together. Whatever you can do, stay together. I don't want nobody's marriage. I don't want no kids to be without their parents. But if y'all got this crazy household going on,
Yeah.
what makes you think it's for the kids? Is it for the kids or is it for you? Is it a selfish decision to just stay?
If it's not affecting the household in a way, so I think if you have a fair balance, right, between us as a couple, like if we're sacrificing this, we're not gonna argue in front of the kids. We're trying to show them a good time every time we meet up as a family. So if that can be controlled, by all means, keep it together for the kids as long as you can. But if it's just like people fussing at each other, like
But still staying in the same house.
if you
Not
can,
sleeping in the same room.
No, and did not. I
I
might
don't
know.
know.
I might
I
know a
don't know
little
about that.
story. I
If
might
he's
know
doing
somebody
it.
like that. But yeah.
yes.
It
But you're
worked.
making fair points, though. You're making fair points.
I'm
I
just
gotta give you that.
asking. Listen, don't be saying Sandra gave y'all no advice to break up your house, because I'm not doing that. I'm just asking you, is it truly healthy to be in a household where there's no love?
No, it's
Everyone
not.
can't do it. Like you said, Luke, if it is one way, it'll be all right. But that's harder to get done than you think. It's a
Yes.
small percentage of certain men and women who could do it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yes.
Some people can't do
Didn't
it.
even know. Kids turned 18.
Yes.
Contract ended. We
Yes.
over.
Listen, and some of them still stay after 18 because you just get used to being in toxic
Not
situations
most, but
and you
yeah.
don't know how to go. But anyway, that's another story. Let's move on. Next. Yo, Beyonce. wanted to clear some things up and set the record straight on the inspiration behind her Cowboy Carter album. She said this ain't a country album despite the influence from that genre. She, Beyonce, the queen, said this album has been in the making for over 5 years, and it was born out of an experience she had where she didn't feel welcomed. And it made her dive very deep into the history of country music. Because if you know, then you know. We, when I say we, I'm talking about the culture of black folk. Y'all, we started country music, baby.
Yes.
Talk to me, guys.
We up.
Oh,
I'm done.
stop it. Do y'all know some of the older country artists, black country artists?
Help us out. I don't
Listen,
know.
you know who's here to help us out? We have our girl here. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back,
Yes, sir.
Koya's in the house. We're going to give it to y'all. Hey, yo, fellas, get us out of here. Sisaundra Show. Y'all are funky up in here today for the culture. What's up? Listen, y'all, this next segment dives deep into the profound stories and critical advocacy work surrounding sexual health testing and support. Today, we're going to embark on a journey of compassion, understanding, and resilience as we sit down with a remarkable sexual health advocate. Through her tireless efforts, she illuminates the path towards destigmatizing sexual health, encouraging testing, and embracing individuals with open arms. Y'all, please welcome out our girl, Koya!
Yeah!
The destroyer. You look amazing.
Thank you, as do you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us as always. It's great to see you. Koya, can you please share with us some common misconceptions about HIV testing that you often encounter in your advocacy work?
Yes, so you will be surprised, but a lot of people don't even know how you can contract HIV. I think through a lot of stigmas throughout the Black and brown community, I think we've just been very ignorant to just even how you can
How you can get it.
correct.
Yes.
And so a lot of the things that I see is people are afraid because there's a lack of knowledge, right?
Yes.
We know that this thing is out there and it exists and that we're fearful of it. However,
Yes.
we don't have the courage or the tools, the knowledge or material to go out there and advocate for ourselves to want to know more about it.
You know, when it first came out, the first case was what, back in the 80s?
Yes.
80s, 90s?
Yes.
I think everybody was like, oh my God, what is this? How do we get it? We thought that it was only affecting the LGBTQ community, but no, it impacts more than just the LGBTQ community. It impacts everyone that is engaged in unprotected sex. It can impact anyone that is in unprotected sex or someone who had unprotected sex and you get involved with them.
But that should be your thought process,
Ooh.
right? It shouldn't even be a you can. You should already have the thought that I'm going to get this if this thing happens,
Yes.
right? That's the thought process we kind of all have to go into it with, right? To your point as well, in the 80s and 90s, we just recently did an event that pretty much depicted the entire journey of the HIV virus from the 80s to the 90s to now, and so on and so forth. So the interesting thing is in the 80s and the 90s, because we were so ignorant about this disease, there was so much stigma going through media, television shows,
Yes.
news outlets,
Yes.
papers, magazines, and a lot of that has what caused the stigma today in a lot of people's mind because they go back to those times of things that they read or things that they saw
Correct.
or what they possibly heard. And that makes them fearful and that puts them in a position to lack information when it comes to this virus.
Yes, that is so true. Now, Koya, you are doing amazing advocacy work. You have your own podcast. Could you please share with us, I'm sure you have many powerful stories. Share with us a powerful story from your experiences working with people living with HIV.
Yeah, so my very first episode of Talk with Koya, I did with a Black woman by the name of Sharonda Lynn, who is based in Jacksonville. And she's an HIV positive woman. I met her at the United States Conference for HIV and AIDS in DC, and I was just so impacted by her story that I had to start my first episode off with her. But to know that this woman was a God-fearing woman, grew up in church, and in fact, it was someone from her church that she had her first sexual encounter, her second sexual encounter with, and she contracted this virus. And this person knew that he was HIV
Stop
positive
it.
and chose to give it
That's
to her.
crazy. And it does not discriminate. I ran into one person in my life and I was just shocked, especially now that I look back at it during that time. He found out he had HIV, and instead of protecting himself, he was going out and still having intercourse with other people. And I was just like, why would you do that? Why? Because it just keeps being passed on. But I think, why do people want to share? Why do people do that knowing that they have HIV?
I mean, it's like the old saying, right? Hurt people hurt people. And again, the lack of knowledge surrounding this thing, it's like, okay, well, I got it, so I'm gonna go ruin everyone else's life. Or, you know, it can be something as simple as, like I just said, lack of knowledge. You're not understanding fully the concept of what you had. But if you sat down and got a positive result back, 9 times out of 10, they went through the steps of what you need to do next as far as treatment, as far as letting everyone you know you slept with, all of those
Yes.
things. But people are choosing to do the opposite, which is why women in particular, especially Black women, we have to equip ourselves with the knowledge,
Yes.
the tools, the materials. We have to carry our own protection, whatever that
Yes.
is. We have to know our HIV prevention options.
Yes.
Do you know that there's a pill that you can take? If you were
We did not know there was a pill. Did y'all know there was a pill that you
Yes.
can take? Wow.
So there's a pill, it's called PrEP, and it has a 99% rate of you not contracting the
That's
virus. So if
amazing.
you are a person who just doesn't like to use condoms or don't like to protect yourself in that area, that's a pill you can take every single day that has a 99% chance of you not contracting this. Why
That's
don't we know
amazing.
about it? Why aren't we equipping ourselves with that knowledge? Lack of information being passed down to Black and brown people. We see this happen often throughout time. But when it comes to health in that realm of life, it is just bad. I mean, we've saw the maternal death rate go up for Black women.
Yes.
You know, now we're seeing the rise on the HIV of Black women. We are under attack, and we have to equip ourselves with this knowledge so that we know how to go out there and combat it.
That is so true. Koya, you have always, in everything you do, you have such a very unique way of presenting it. You give a different twist when it comes down to HIV testing. Tell us about all your special events.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I am the ambassador for the Florida Department of Health, also known as Talk, Test, Treat. So we do a lot of cool things, right? I am certified to test and counsel when it comes to HIV. So you may see me on the bus when you come and get tested.
Amazing.
But we also do cool events. Like we have an event coming up next month. It's called Make Up Your Sexual Health. We're going to go on a deep dive of how are some ways that you can even use makeup to make sure you go out and protect yourself. So that when I put on this lipstick, I want to be reminded that I need to stay STI and HIV free. You've seen us do tea parties. You saw my all red risky dinner party that we do. So we're doing it in a unique, engaging way that it makes people want to come and actually explore more about HIV, because let's be honest, it's not the first thing we want to talk about.
It is not, but it's something that needs to be discussed. I discovered HIV just like because I was working with someone. I had never heard about it before.
Wow.
And when this person, we were like, oh, we rock stars now. We're going to go get insurance and all of that stuff. So when we got off tour, I went to go get my $1 million policy, and he was going to get his $1 million policy. When we came back on tour, he told me he didn't get his policy. And I said, what happened? He said, they denied it because I'm HIV positive.
Wow.
Girl, when I tell you, I was like, what is that? What is HIV positive? Why won't they give you insurance? So it is something that is out there. We may not know enough about it still to this day, but just to know you need to be safe. I love the wear the red lipstick. I'm not going to do this tonight. I'm going to protect myself. You are so brilliant with those kind of things. Tell us, how do you navigate the stigma associated with HIV when encouraging individuals to get tested and seek support services?
Yeah, and I think I just take an educational approach, right? Like I said, the first thing I noticed, I created a card game because I noticed people were not talking or didn't know where to start talking about HIV. So I literally created this card game for you to pull out with your friends, with your family members, with your girls on a game night, and we're gonna have these uncomfortable conversations, you know? And so the point that I'm making is I noticed that a lot of people don't even know where to start when it comes to this.
Correct.
So throwing out those thought-provoking questions that allow your brain to pivot in different avenues to go, I didn't think about that. Oh my gosh, I was just on a call last week with a prominent group of Black women, and at the end of the call, because I spoke about being tested as a married woman or being tested as a married man, because that's the thing, right, that we don't talk about. And at the end of my presentation, one of the ladies said, oh my gosh, Koya, I've been married for 38 years and we've never once been tested.
Really?
When I
because you just trust, right?
Yeah. She said, when I go home tonight, pillow talk is going to be different. I was like, oh my God, Lord, let's pray, because I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers and nobody home. However, it's an uncomfortable conversation married people have to talk about.
That is so true.
Yeah.
But the thing about being married is you think, oh, well, we have vows.
Yeah.
We're not going outside of our marriage. Come on, y'all. Y'all know people go outside their marriage. I want tests done. And before I meet someone, well, when I meet them, the first thing I want to know, if we're going to get involved with each other, when was the last time you had a test?
Yeah.
Can I see your results to your test?
Yes.
Because it's a real scary thing to not have a conversation about. Don't you agree?
I absolutely agree. And for married women, I would say that's the piece of you should not give to anyone.
That is so true.
You know? You shouldn't give it to, I mean, I'm not married, so in the words of my married friend, she says that. That's the piece of me I'm not even going to give to my husband. I know what I'm doing. I know that we did sign up for a marriage, but I don't know what you're doing, so I'm going to make sure that I'm protecting myself.
Correct.
And I would say that to all women.
Ooh, even though we're joined as one, I need you to take that test, yes. So looking towards the future, what advancements or changes do you hope to see in HIV testing methods or public health strategies?
I would love to see more Black women on the face of HIV. I recently went out to spoke with another company that I won't name, but that was one of the things that I said. A lot of times when you see these HIV commercials, you'll see maybe a gay couple, maybe a white woman.
But you don't see Black people.
But who is the highest percentage?
Black women, right?
Black women specifically. But when
Yes.
it comes to advertising for this, we never see any of it.
It's unbelievable.
I would say if you want to meet the needs of Black women, include Black women in the conversation to find out what they need.
And the billboards. Listen, thank you so much for sharing this incredible information with us. We wish you continued success in advocating for HIV. To all of our viewers, thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
God bless you. For the culture.
Thank you, Koya. Come on. Everybody at home, come on. Because we've got way much more exclusive content for you right here, only on the Sisaundra Show, center right here in the beautiful Camarosa studio. Thank y'all for tuning in, and please, we'll catch y'all next time on the Sisaundra.